Hello, mighty seniors, and welcome back to your research class with me, Miss Tan. It is I with no video at all because my Bitmoji is already official and so it should suffice. Okay? Anyway, this is lesson 4, the problem and its background. So for some universities or schools, this may also be called the problem and its setting. Nevertheless, it's just the same. This is the very first chapter in your research work. Okay, you should know that. Now, let me just expound to you the overall structure of the whole research. When we speak of research structure, we talk about chapters 1 to 5. So, the research structure actually is comparable to an hourglass. Why, you may ask? Because an hourglass is wide and then narrow and then wide again at the bottom. Now, to apply that in a research concept, research actually emanates from general to specific to general. What do I mean by that? It starts with the general or universal information. This could be drawn from the related literature. Okay, is the phenomenon applicable to other locale? Okay, that's why it's general. Can it be applicable to the worldwide scene? And then it becomes specific right here because the research problem and your hypothesis should spell the difference from one phenomenon to another. And then last but not the least, it becomes general once more because you would like to try to apply your findings to the macro setting, which means that you would try to compare your findings and conclusions to what you have already discovered in your previous readings. That is why the research structure is comparable to an hourglass right here. It emanates from general to specific and then general once again. Now, before we talk about the different subheadings of chapter 1, let me first give you the utility of the chapter itself. Why do you need to compose a comprehensive and inclusive chapter 1? The first reason is that it is your attempt as researcher to inform the readers about the rationale behind the work. It is important that you claim that your research is actually an existing phenomenon that needs attention. It's not just like any other attention, but it needs investigation. This section also reveals how you would fill the gap or the gap in the knowledge. Okay, later on we'll tackle more on filling in the gap. Another one is that your chapter 1 is also a justification of your study's significance. Of course, if it is an existing phenomenon, we can the respondents at least or the participants could actually experience or feel, then there must be the benefits, okay? Once the phenomenon has been established, discovered, or even solved. As we go along the discussion, we will discover the utility and some possible contents of the following subheadings of chapter 1. So these are background of the study, or also known as your introduction, statement of the problem, hypothesis, significance of the study, scope and limitation, and definition of terms.